I'm Jackson Pearce, and today me and this pirate puppet are going to discuss book downloading. I used the pirate because he's a pirate and book piracy. It's the really little things that make me happy, I guess. So before I start discussing, I want to make one fairly lofty assumption, and that is if you are downloading books, for one reason or another, you think that it's okay, that it's legal, that it's acceptable, that everything is bright and shiny with your book downloading. I'm making that assumption because if you're downloading books yet know that it's illegal and wrong, then, well, you're kind of just a... Anyway, yesterday I tweeted that I was sad that I was eating ramen noodles while copies of my book were being downloaded for free. I got a lot of responses, many of which justified not only why downloading books was legal, but also why it's a good thing. So I'm going to use this video to answer the questions about book piracy that I got yesterday. Only something of value can be stolen. A copy is not something of value. Anyone can make a copy. Yarr! Copyright and patent laws exist all over the world, which means that we as humans recognize that there is something inherently valuable about an idea, otherwise we wouldn't need those laws to protect the idea. Hard copies of books are just ideas that are put into physical form. The idea itself is what has value, which is why we charge for each book, because inside the book is the thing of value. So when you download a copy of the idea without paying for it, you're stealing. Getting a book for free online is no different than getting a book from a library or borrowing a book from a friend. This one I got a lot, and I can understand why people might think libraries are the same thing, but the difference is libraries only have a certain number of copies going out at any given time. With downloads, there are millions upon millions of copies that float out in the world. With libraries, what, there's one at each branch, maybe two? On top of that, libraries frequently supplement an author's income by having them come in for paid visits. All the money goes to the publisher or company anyway. I know there's this urban legend in the music industry that most of the money from album sales actually goes to the record company, that the artist sees very little of that money. I don't really know if that's true or not, but I think it's an argument a lot of people use to download books. But here's the thing. We are not the record industry. I get a royalty rate from each book sold, and that adds up. More importantly, each book sold is an assurance to my publisher that my books will in fact sell, which makes them more likely to offer to publish future books. If you're trying to hurt big companies by downloading books, you're failing. You're only hurting the artist. I have to download them. You can't buy the books in my country. I'm very sorry, that has nothing to do with me. If I had it my way, my book would be published in every country in the world and in every language. I promise you, it really would be. There are sites out there like bookdepository.co.uk that offer free shipping pretty much worldwide. I think there are a few countries that they don't offer free shipping to. Or if you want, you could buy a legal version of the ebook. Another option for you. Ebooks are ridiculously overpriced. Why, they cost half me booty. I just don't have any more booty to give. I don't understand. Then go to the library. If they don't have it, ask them to get it. And if they won't get it, I'm sorry. You'll have to save your pennies and buy it if you really want it. That's the way it works. Not being able to afford something, not carte blanche to steal it. I can't afford an iPad either, but I'm pretty sure the Apple Store is going to be pissed if I run out of their store with one under my arm. But the people downloading your books wouldn't necessarily buy it anyway. That is true, but if out of 1 million downloads, just one of those people would have bought the book, then I've lost money. Some of the people downloading will buy your next book, or a hard copy of the book they downloaded. Maybe, but I wager they'll just download my next book, and I sincerely doubt that most of them are going to go out and buy the hardback of the book they've already read for free. Like we talked about earlier, the idea is the thing that has value, and they've already experienced / had the idea, so why pay for it again? Downloading is free publicity. Free. I've been to the forums, I know how this works. Downloading is really just publicity for more downloading. Hey, I read this book for free, you can get it for free too, here's the link. I should be able to try before I buy. I completely agree with you. That's why every publisher I know offers at least one sample chapter for free, and in some cases, like with my first book, As You Wish, they offered over 60 pages for free before you bought it. Cory Doctorow and Stephen King have had crazy success offering free / donation-based ebooks for sale. Why can't you do that? Cory Doctorow and Stephen King have near cult followings. They're New York Times bestsellers. They're really famous. I am not. I'm not that famous. I, like most authors, just don't have the sway to demand my publishers allow me to release an ebook for free or a donation. Maybe someday I will, but not today. Likewise, I don't have the fame to bypass a traditional publisher and just put my books online for download. In short, I know that everybody has the ability to download, and I know that downloading is a reality that's not going to go away. I'm not stupid. I also know that when it comes to the internet, moral right and wrong kind of dissolve into a shade of gray. But what really depresses me about book downloading is the people that take the time to download books. You must be book lovers. You must be people who like to read. You must be people that want to read more. Why go through all the trouble to download something if you don't like books? Yet you hurt the very person providing these books. You hurt the person without whom the books can't exist. And when authors get upset that they can't scrounge together a living without your support, you come up with excuses to justify stealing from us. I'm pretty sure I've only scratched the surface of arguments in favor of book downloading in this video. And because no one wants to be a thief, I wager that a bunch of new arguments will be generated in response to it. But maybe if you have to come up with an excuse for something, if you have to fight so hard against the creator of something that you enjoy, maybe you're in the wrong. It's easy to download. It costs money to buy books. I know that. I get it. I really do. But it doesn't make it suck any less for authors. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot. Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. We extort, we pilfer, we filch and sack. Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. Maraud and embezzle and even hijack. Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho.